we want to talk a little bit about the style, but before we get to that, the logo. We're seeing lots of texture in this. And so on this interpretation of the logo, I went with more of a patch-like coverage, more of like a single image. And so it can kind of cover that texture rather than the thin lines, which may look wavy.
I got it, yeah.
And so think about your logo, think not only about your placement, but the application area of the garment. If there's texture, we want to go a little bulkier on our logo. We're not really worried about weight at that point, still feels soft.
But it just, yeah, I mean, it just blends right in.
Yeah,
so
this is a cool product, right?
This is our brand new quarter zip that we're adding into the line. You can see, I mean, it's cuffed with texture. It has the chest texture, and then it moves to the back as well. And it has the nice Adidas logo there. You will notice here, all of the new products coming from Adidas, they've changed their logo. They've dropped the Adidas name, and now you have the Adidas Mountain.
Awesome.
So it's very clean. And, you know, the whole fall line is going to be introduced. It's very premium. So the market has been demanding more premium polos, quarter zips. So it has kind of a dressier up look, which I think we'll work into now.
Yeah. And speaking of premium, I mean, this piece screams premium, just like the last one we looked at. What's the story behind this piece?
So this is the ladies quarter zip, but this is now full texture. So, you know, you have the Adidas logo on the right arm. As you can see, you know, everything is clean. And so, you know, our question was, again, on the texture, these are some big, you know, ribbed kind of areas.
Yeah, and so you saw in the last interpretation, we can use direct-to-film, but we want to elevate the piece a little bit more. Direct-to-film feels great. It's an elevated look, but there's nothing more elevated than when we go to dimensional emblems and patches.
Ooh, I like it.
And so those sorts of products cover well on this, and we could pick a lot of different types of dimensional emblems and patches. We'll explore those later. But for this piece, we picked your traditional embroidered patch. Right?
That's nice.
And so STAHLS manufactures this. It comes to you with the heat-activated adhesive already on back, the nice detail so you don't have to digitize. It's very easy to press these. Now, here's one thing. I could press it with top heat only, but it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of temperature, surely going to damage this product. And so we're going to take a quick second to swap out to our top and bottom heat cap press, the Hotronix 360 IQ, and show you the best way for success on these heat-sensitive items.
Fantastic.
So we have our Hotronix 360 IQ up to 280 degrees on top, 320 degrees on bottom, and we need to pick a print location for this embroidered patch. So traditional would be left chest.
For sure, or, you know, on a sleeve. But on a premium item like this, and especially like if you're looking at putting this in a program because it has a male companion piece, I would think a lot of people are going subtle, right? So they want to lead with the premium piece. Adidas is definitely premium. This textured fabric, it has a men's companion. And so let's go with that left hem. I think that looks fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm laying it out in advance. And so this is just a tip because once you get onto this cap press, it's really difficult to line up. And so laying it out in advance and using our favorite accessory, the thermo tape, to be able to hold it into position as we move each piece over to the press. So we'll just put kind of a crosshair there and make it so I can grab my thermo tape after the application in an easy way. Then on this machine, I want to split the garment open, right? I already have the control board set and my pressure set. I did that when we set up the press, and I just want to basically lay this in here. And you can see, you know, if I can get this bottom seam so it doesn't get too much pressure over the rounded edge, that's great. This side seam off the side of the press, and then my embroidered patch starts to conform to the shirt. Cover it with this 1/8 inch foam cover pad. And then we're going to go ahead and lock the machine down for the 30 seconds that the embroidery patch calls for. So
that's great.
This is the same setting used for a hat. You're going to use it on the apparel item.
That's great. No, but I love the thermo tape because you're getting your positioning. Because the heat's coming from the bottom, I would imagine that's starting to activate that adhesive on the patch.
It is, and you don't have to preheat when you're using bottom heat, and that's really cool. So I can pre-stage everything and then move it through in a very efficient way. As you can see, it takes 30 seconds, so one operator can be working 2 machines to run this job, whatever size it is.
It's nice. Just pops open.
Pops open. I'm going to lay it and cool it down in a flat position, right? And that way it's not staying in a cup position. And then once the adhesive is cooled down, I can just grab the thermo tape and remove it.
Wow. That's premium. I mean, just that look right there. you know.
Yeah, I think embroidered patches go well with this type of product. It's thin enough that it still moves with the garment, but it's also thick enough where it covers this texture in a really premium way. I think the client's going to be very happy with something like this.
Absolutely.
And to go even a step further is when you're ordering patch products, you save money when you order quantity of them. So if we can take a patch like this and we could apply it across more items or more print locations, that's going to help us as a decorator drive or a distributor drive our overall cost of the program down.